What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Idaho Rifleman. Today we're going to do one more video with the 38 Special while I've still got it. We're going to use Underwood Ammo Xtreme Defender. This is a 100 grain solid copper projectile. So we're going to put it to the test and see how it compared to the other rounds that we've tested recently. So we'll head over to the range there and we'll get started. Alright, this is the Underwood Ammo Xtreme Defender. It's a 100 grain copper projectile traveling at 1200 feet per second. The last round that we tested was the Inceptor ARX. That was a 77 grain projectile traveling at 1260. So heavier round, but about the same feet per second. We'll put this to the test. Alright, we had a good hit on that round. We are sitting at just a little over 14 inches of penetration, whereas that ARX round, the bullet was resting at 9 inches, but we had about 10 inches total in the wound channel. So definitely a lot more punch with this Xtreme Defender from Underwood Ammo. And there is that round. It held its shape very well. You can kind of see the X pattern that it's got to it. That round did tumble. It was facing backwards inside the gel. But there it is. Alright, everybody. That's going to wrap up this week's episode of Idaho Rifleman with the European American Arms Windicator Revolver and the Underwood Ammo 100 grain Xtreme Defender round. As far as the ammunition is concerned, it was very comparable to any other 38 Special round. Wasn't terribly snappy or uncomfortable to shoot. Recoil was very manageable. As far as the performance of that round, it held its shape. It didn't deform at all. Obviously, there's other factors that could contribute to that. You know, if you're in a defensive situation, this 10% ballistic gel mimics muscle and tissue, not any other solid features that you could find in certain targets. So I wouldn't be too overly concerned about penetration or over penetration. It stopped 14 inches in that gel, so I think you'd probably be pretty safe in a defensive setting. But again, going back to basic firearm safety, always know what's behind your target. So if you're concerned about over-penetration in a round, that's what these videos are for, is to see how these different rounds react. And if it's something you're worried about, then maybe the ARX round would be better because it only penetrated to 10 inches. The bullet came to rest at 9. You can watch the last video on that. I'll go ahead and link it here at the end so you'll be able to just click on it and watch. But it's always a factor. Know your environment and your setting and what you could potentially be dealing with in a defensive situation. If you're in an apartment building, maybe something with more penetration wouldn't be the ideal round for you. Whereas if you live out where I do, you're not really worried about, I mean, you're always worried about where the round is going to go, but you don't have a neighbor that's just a wall away. So just different factors to think about when you're choosing a defensive round for whatever your situation is. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video and found it informative. If you did, be sure to give it a like. Let me know what you thought down in the comments. And be sure to click like and subscribe. And check out Idaho Rifleman on Facebook and Instagram as well. Just search Idaho Rifleman in either search bar on those platforms. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Take care, stay safe, and God bless. We'll see you all next time here on Idaho Rifleman.